All right, hey, um, it's been a while, but I promise I'm not dead. But this save might look a little different, and that's because I've kind of moved onto this newer save. It's January 1st, uh, 1988. So I started all the way back in 87. So I ran 89 shows this year. So the first pay per view I had was WrestleMania 3, which kind of was subpar, but then I slowly improved over it. And then I ended with an 88, but I had like Survivor Series was an 89. I'm gonna go through these real quick. 94 No Mercy, that was really good. And then Judgment Day, I think, also good. Um, so I'm just gonna go over first things first, pay-per-view names. Um, these were all labeled like February Supercard, April Supercard, May Supercard, June Supercard. King of the Ring was still the same. August was like the Supercard. So I just decided to give them all names because um, I just wanted to have them each have like a name so I could like more better remember them and more prepare because I feel that makes it more personal rather than just that month's Supercard. Um, so the Royal Rumble is meant to be scheduled this month. So before I get into who I think is going to win that, let's look at first finance. You start off 25 million. I work my way up to 46 million. It's really not that hard. Um, our rivals, we are first. We're national. New Japan was second. They've been killing it. All Japan actually recently fell to Colt, and then they're fourth, which is weird because I'll show you in a sec. And then Jim Crockett Promotions, their other main rival, and they have like Ric Flair, obviously, but they're third. They also have World Championship Wrestling on TV. But what's weird is that so the rest of the year is Takada. Company of the year is All Japan, which is weird because they felt a cult like really like 2 months ago. And after that, I don't know, but I guess they're still company of the year. Team of the year is Kakaryu, but the match of the year is Hulk Hogan v Jake Roberts, Judgment Day '87. That's was the clear winner, I think. Show of the year was IWGP '87. Young wrestler was Kawada. The veteran was Terry Funk. Um, Devil Masami, female wrestler of the year. The most improved company they said was AGPW, Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling. Independent wrestler of the year, Mike Bennett, 41 years old. Best manager is George Gillette. Announcer is Frutachi. Jesse Ventura, color commentator. And referee of the year is Tommy Young, so CCW apparently. Um, so I'm going to go through my champions. Uh, let's start off with, I guess, the world. Hulk Hogan. It's Ben Hogan. He's defended it 9 times. He's retained it all 9 times. There's really nothing other than that. My plan for Hogan is for him to keep the belt up until WrestleMania, until he loses it to the Royal Rumble winner, which you'll see in a sec. Or like I'll tell you who I think it is. Intercontinental Champion Ted DiBiase. 90 prestige, goddamn. So Savage has it at the beginning. I do the WrestleMania 3 match, where Steamboat defeats it, and then Steamboat has a hot streak where he's sort of this like workhorse champion, and then I put Ted DiBiase in, and Ted DiBiase just started putting on good matches, and so I decided to give it to him to have Steamboat focus on the world title picture, and this match is so low just because Steamboat didn't really want to put DiBiase over, so I had to keep him strong and kind of lowered the match. But DiBiase and Steamboat have been feuding for a while. King of the Ring was won by Jake Roberts this year in a 77-8 match. It was pretty low. But he turned, defeated Ricky Steamboat, and challenged Hogan in a series of matches because he got his title shot from winning King of the Ring. Because that's how I run it, at least. If you win King of the Ring, you get a title shot, sort of like the Rumble. Um, Current champions, Road Warrior Animal, Road Warrior Hawk. So little mess here. So you start with the Heart Foundation, who are no longer together. And then I had the British Bulldogs win, become 2 times champions. Davey Boyce, no, Dynamite Kid, yeah, Dynamite Kid had to go to rehab, so they had to vacate the title, and then the Road Warriors got it. Warrior and Sting got it back for uh, a month, and then I decided to put it back on Animal and Hawk just to have the British Bulldogs win it at Mania. Yep, and then Women's Championship, which is sort of the biggest joke of this thing, save Fabulous Moolah had her immediately drop it. She got pissed and then retired. So Desiree Peterson won it. Sensational Sherry Martel Peterson won it again. Luna Vachon won it, and then Velvet McIntyre has it currently. Apparently, she's a 2-time champion. Oh, she is. Weird. I didn't notice that. So let's look at. I guess we can look at our teams real quick. So we got Bob Orton, Magnificent Morocco, British Bulldogs, K&M Connection, Demolition, Iron Sheik, and Nikolai Volkov. Jumping Bomb Angel is pretty good. Road Warrior is definitely good. Team America, which is just like Team USA of Warrior and Sting. I picked them both up and put them together. Dream Team, Valentine and Beefcake. Glamour Girls, Islanders, Killer Bees, New Heart Foundation, which is Owen Hart and Jim Neidhart. I kind of pulled the trigger really early on breaking the Heart Foundation up and bringing Owen in, just because I needed another face, really, like an upper mid card main event face, and Brett just really fit that role. Rock and Roll Express, Rockers, Rugo Brothers, the Von Erich Brothers, the Wild Samoans, and the Youngstones. So that's sort of our teams, and I'm just gonna go by real quick main eventers. Andre the Giant turned him face at I can't remember where. I can probably look. SummerSlam, I think. Yeah, he turns face at SummerSlam. Hogan beats him. They kind of have like a show of respect. I walk off, and then beat the hell out of Bobby Heenan. Harley Race, 44, pretty good. Good worker, but he's just old at this point. Honky Tonk Man, not someone I meant to push as a main eventer, but he kind of had this rise. He peaked in September, October, and then he's fallen back down. He had a good series of matches against Steamboat because they have great chemistry, so that's where this 96 comes from, right? Yep. Hulk Hogan and Steamboat defeat Andre the Giant and Honky Tonk Man. What a combination. Hogan. Hogan actually is not remained undefeated. He's actually 7th in the world on the Power 500. 26 wins, 2 losses, but both times he's not taking the pin. So he's lost in tag matches. So he wins. Harley Race, DiBiase, and Vader defeated Hogan, Ricky Steamboat, and Kevin Von Erich in a 98. So I had Race beat Von Erich just to have him build some heat. And then where else did he beat him? Andre the Giant and Greg Valentine defeated Hogan and Steamboat. Again, Steamboat ate the pin. Hogan's been killing it. At the start, I didn't really know what I was doing with him, so he's got like these 64 and 78, but like he's been on such a hot streak recently. 80, 94, 99, 89. He puts like, oh yeah, so this 100 match when he beat Jake Roberts by DQ because Jake Roberts kind of just went ham on Hogan, and yeah, that's rated 100, so that's really good. He's been having these great matches. So he's lost twice, but he hasn't really lost at all. Jake Roberts, main eventer, Jake the Snake Roberts, love him, number 30, Power 500. I didn't really even mean to push him that hard. He beat Honky at WrestleMania 3, and then sort of he's been most recently losing, but he's just been a good guy to have. He pulled out the 100 against Hogan. He's just a great worker, and he's 32 still. A lot of these guys are in their really young, so to say. Kevin Von Erich, I picked him up, and I don't mean to make him a main eventer, but he sort of progressed really fast from 45 to 69, 70, 82, 69. Like he's been a solid worker, especially for in the Mid South. Let's say he's 40th. Yeah, it says he's 40th. So he was with WCCW, but that's where his low matches are. But if you look at just him, 19 wins, 13 losses, so he's almost remained like perfectly 500. But look at this progression. At the start, he was having like 60s and 48s, and now he's like having 80s, 90s matches. Von Erich's pretty good. Paul Orndorff came back, or he was injured for half of the year, so that's why he's not on the Power 500. He's got 8 matches, 5 of them are losses. He beat like the Warrior, I think. But he kind of just has matches with Hogan whenever I need him, where if I need like a main event, I'll just throw Hogan and Orndorff together. Randy Savage. Randy Savage is my plan for Randy. So he started off with the IC belt. He's 21st overall. He's progressed slowly to 92s. My plan for Randy, if you want to take an actual look real quick, is he is our #1 wrestler. I'm going to put the belt on Randy at WrestleMania. I'm going to have him win the Royal Rumble, and then he's going to beat Hogan at Mania, and then he's going to go on a little streak, just so I can sort of freshen it up, because Hogan's kind of gone through everyone. But Savage is this new champion. He could fight Steamboat again. Steamboat, 14th Power 500. He's been awesome. He has just been a workhorse the entire time. He started off 70s and then boom, just bumped 90s, 80s, 90s, 80s. 27 wins, 10 losses. He's been pretty well protected, actually. I never meant to push him this hard. He just makes such great matches that he just like naturally rises. Similar to someone else. Road Warriors, I don't really think they're. I guess they are technically looking at their pop. I guess they are main eventers, but they've just been such good workers and like a good team and keep the belt on as sort of the final boss of the tag team division. Similar to Demolition, but they're no, they're both heels, so that's just pretty much Demolition, but like more hardcore. Roddy Piper, I just got back. He's 47th on the Power 500. That's only because he had 10 matches. He barely made it. So I had a March, April, May, June, and then immediately after June, he took a movie deal, and then I just got him back in December. So what I did was he was on this hot streak. He was winning, and then I had him to lose to Andre, and then because of interference, and then he teamed with Hogan to take on Andre and Randy, and then Randy beat the ever-loving crap out of him at Bad Blood for 99, which is good. So that put him up there. He just recently came back. And then finally, Ted DiBiase has sort of been this, I think he started off in All Japan, but if we take away that, he still starts off pretty crappy in the US. Yeah, still goes down. So 27 wins, 6 losses. I sort of inadvertently pushed him from just like having. So what I did was DiBiase is part of the stable. I called it the Elite, which is just like the real life Elite, more or less, where it's just like I had DiBiase come in, and then he has these bodyguards of like people he's paid off to like join him. So he's kind of created this like unstoppable force. So yeah, he started off 50s. So this is my like biggest success story. So like 75 to 90, 50 to 85, 60 to 86. I really just didn't have to have him. Like I had him beat like lower end guys, and then he would just feud with upper end guys, and then he could have like the psychology to put on great matches. So let me just look at my upper mid cards now. Bob Orton Jr. haven't really done much. He kind of just jobs. Bret Hart. I had Bret turn because I needed a top face. Bret's been phenomenal. 59-71 match history. He's put on 88, 75s. He's been feuding with Owen and Jim Neidhart more recently. He was injured for a little bit, but now he's back. And this is really like a good freshener. Anyone else I want to look at? Davy Boy Smith just got back, I think. He might have been in rehab. Yeah, he was in rehab. That's why. So maybe he's been better. Jim Neidhart, upper mid Carter, pretty good, just for like a beast. These guys I don't really care about, honestly. King Kong Bundy sucks. He's got 50 stamina. I can't wrestle like 15 minutes. The Warrior, um, I've got him early enough where essentially like his stats will probably, I hope, still improve. I haven't been checking, but yeah, I mean they've been improving. His basics have gone up to 71. Hopefully his stamina's gotten better. Yeah, so like he's like not terrible. So like if we had just like gotten him early enough, then like he wouldn't be that bad. Rated 116th from the Power 500. I got Arn. Um, Arn's been sort of like this like mid card guy where you can just put on great bouts because that's really what Arn does. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. Um, he's part of the elite. So the elite I made is DiBiase and Hennig at first, and then they brought in the Undertaker and Vader, and it's just sort of been ridiculous because these their rise to power is sort of like 60s and 50s. That's like more than I could ask for. It should probably be at least Vader should probably be a like a main eventer or not main eventer upper mid carder, but like Vader Marcellus is still young. So I've got plenty of time to pull the trigger. I'm gonna have him probably do a face turn, and then be just like a big top baby face. Sting's here, went pretty well, solid 60s. Rock and Roll Express, no one really else, I don't think. So last what you called, um, I'm just gonna go through last thing. I'm just gonna go through all the pay-per-views. So WrestleMania 3, you start off with the what you call it, you're given with the storyline to given. So I have DiBiase up here. This is he wins on the pre-show. JYD defeats Harley Race. JYD, I think I pissed him off by saying rehab, so he quit and now he works for JCP. We can look at them in a sec. Piper beats Adonis, shaves his head. Hogan beats Andre. And then Steamboat and Savage. Steamboat beats Savage for 99. Backlash. Hogan beats Andre. Brandy beats Bruno. Just sort of have Bruno job. Hogan beats Harley Race. Steamboat beats Adonis. Adonis also dropped because or dipped because I didn't want him. Hogan beats Andre and Race. Ooh. Randy Savage brutalizes Piper on this pay-per-view. And then it goes to King of the Ring. Hogan beats Orndorff for 99. Jake Roberts turns on Tito Santana after having like a rough like couple weeks, beats Steamboat. SummerSlam, Hogan v Andre one more time, but this time Andre turns because I don't know how much Andre's got in him, and I don't want him to go out as a heel. Hogan v Roberts gets us 100. I think that might be our best pay-per-view so far. No Mercy, Hogan beats Roberts again, 99, couldn't live up. DiBiase beats Steamboat to retain, so I guess Judgment Day he wins it, and then he retains in a much better match in No Mercy. Survivor Series, we had Team Steamboat versus Team DiBiase, so it was, can I look? Nope. I can't pull it up. So it's Hogan, Steamboat, Von Erich, and Billy Jack Haynes and Tito Santana. They beat DiBiase, Hennig, Undertaker, Vader, and I don't know who that says. I'll have to check that out. DiBiase, Hennig, Undertaker, Vader, and I really don't know who that could have been. I can't remember, honestly. I'd probably do that at 1 a.m. Hogan beats Orndorff. Andre draws with Savage. Oh, yeah. So Andre beats him here as the main event, and then Andre draws with him here. So that was all 4 shows. I can probably look that up. Is it an 89? Shit. I have no idea who that could be. I could probably look it up. It was Harley Race. That's who it was. It's Harley Race. So that's been my year. I've been doing pretty well. Granted, it fell from 98, 97, but these 81s went up to 85, 87, 85. I changed my main show. I just made it Raw because I know Raw comes out in like what 94, but really you just need like an A show to like be able to have like such like historic rise like this. And then I'll take a quick look at New Japan. Um, it's really just like a bunch of MMA guys because that's all Noki likes. Fujinami won the IWGP this year. IWGP heavyweight champion actually is Steve Williams. Um, so Kimura starts out with it and then lost it to Ueda, or how do you say that? Vacant, Koshinaka, and then Steve Williams beats it. So it doesn't seem. So it kind of seems like they're just kind of trading around. But Kyle's been all right. I think this is well before the first American ever wins their first IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Koshinaka once at one point had the heavyweight and junior heavyweight belts at the same time, as well as he used to be tag team champions here. Yep, but he had it for a while, and then got vacated. Ugh, and then can't speak today. Saito and Koshinaka got it. So, and then Super Junior Cup didn't do it. Super Great Tag League, Steve Williams and Kejimoto. I'm sort of speeding up. All Japan. I don't know anything about All Japan. What's their top belt? World's Strongest Tag Team, Chosu and Yatsu. Tsurada is the International Heavyweight Champion. Tenryu and Tsurada. Tenryu is their U.S. National Champion. Riki Choshu is their World Heavyweight Champion. And then Yatsu and Choshu are world champions. World Tag Team. And then JCP. Sorry, I'm flying through this. They most recently dropped Ric Flair as their figurehead for some reason. Koloff and Petrov won the Jimmy Crockett Sr. Memorial Cup. U.S. Heavyweight is vacant, I guess, after Adrian Adonis dropped it. Maybe he's injured. Mike Rotundo and Wyndham, tag team champions. Ric Flair, been doing pretty well. Junior Heavyweight, no idea, don't care. Rick Rude is current tag team champion, looking to like pick him up. And yeah, so that's sort of been 1987 in the year of review. Looking forward, we've got WrestleMania 4, Savage v Hogan, new champion, and I think that's really it. So if you managed to stick through all this, let me know if this was interesting or not, and if you would like to see more from the save, because I have a blast booking it. I booked it and like so fast because it's really fun to do. So that's it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.